In the last lesson, we learned the ordinal numbers, first, second, third, etc., to the word 19th. Repeat those words again. Erste, zweite, dritte, vierte, fünfte, sechste, siebte, achte, neunte, zehnte, elfte, zwölfte, dreizehnte, vierzehnte, fünfzehnte, sechzehnte, siebzehnte, achtzehnte, neunzehnte. Good. What we learned was that to say first through 19th, just add the letters TE to the number, and you have it. Except with these four exceptions. Erste, first. Dritte, instead of dreite, dritte. Siebte, instead of siebente. And achte adds only the E, because the T was already there. In the last lesson, you translated these three things. You said the third boy, for example, der dritte Junge. Or the seventh girl, for example, das siebte Mädchen. And the 12th child, or the 12th kid, das zwölfte Kind. Before we move on, it's time to show you how a German expresses an ordinal number numerically, where we would write first, second, third, fourth like this without spelling the whole thing out. Germans simply put a period after the number so it looks like that. So that first thing is erste, then the second one with the two periods, zweite, dritte, etc. You'll see what I mean in the next lesson when we talk about the date, where we have to say things like the 1st of April, the 7th of June, etc. Let's quickly review our numbers 20 through 100, and then we'll change them to ordinal numbers. Repeat after me. 20, 22, 30, 33, 40, 44, 50, 55, 60, 61, 70, 77, 80, 88, 90, 99, 100. Starting with the number 20, the remaining numbers 20 to 100 add STE to the number to form the ordinal number. To say 20th, 21st, 22nd, etc. For example, take the number 20, 20, add STE, and there you have it, the 20th, twentiethste. Repeat the first few ordinals after me, and then I'll have you make the remaining ones. Repeat after me, zwanzigste, einundzwanzigste, dreißigste, zweiunddreißigste. So you see how this works. So you come up with the remaining ordinals, and I'll pause for you to respond, and then I'll say it myself. Vierzigste, 45. 50. 54. 60. 67. 70. 79. 80. 83. 90. 96. Hundertste. Good. For any numbers in the hundreds, like in the 100s, 200s, 300s, just add 100 or 200, 300, whatever, to the ordinals 1 through 99th that you've already learned, and you've got it. For example, Since the word for first is erste, as you know, well then 101st would be hundertste. Another example, to say the 202nd, well, the word for second is zweite, as you've already learned. So now add 200 to that, and you have 202, the 202nd. One more example. If I want to say the 999th customer or whatever, well, again, you have to know what the 99th is, which is neunundneunzigste, and now add 900 to that, and you end up with neunhundert, I put the hyphen there simply to fit it on the page. Otherwise, there's no hyphen in that word. It's no wonder we often don't spell out numbers, whether cardinal or ordinal. The word for thousandth is tausendste. Once again, adding ste. And for any numbers in the thousands, just add 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000, 100,000, etc. to the ordinals of 1 through 999th, which you already know now, and you have it. For example, the word for the 1,001st is tausenderste, because erste is the word for first. Tausendzweite, 2050, whatever. Good. You now know how to form ordinal numbers. In our next lesson, we'll learn how to tell the date, which uses ordinal numbers. Auf Wiedersehen.